In this video, we'll talk about the uses and benefits of using Google Slides and how to choose between using Google Slides and Google Drawings. Google Slides is similar to Google Drawings in that you and your students can use it to create a learning space that utilizes images, shapes, and text. It's different from drawings though because slides isn't just one space that students can create or collaborate in. You can create 10, 20, 30 slides for students to work on in one presentation. You can even assign each of your students to create their own slide in the same class presentation. Another feature of Google Slides is that you're able to insert a video directly into a slide from the Slides toolbar, and you're also able to set up a slides presentation as a slideshow that can play continuously. So let's take a look at how you might use Google Slides in your classroom. In this example, Google Slides is being used for a word study activity. You can see that there are multiple slides that students will interact with on the left-hand side of the screen. And on this first slide, there's a video embedded directly onto the slide. Students are able to type on slides, they're able to insert real images, and you can always add links to your slides for your students to visit websites. Google Slides can be used for interactive notebooks, and it can also be used for graphic organizers, where students can insert images, text, videos, and even links. I love using Google Slides for collaborative class activities, where each student receives their own slide in the same presentation as they have here, and you can also have students give feedback to each other. You can use Google Slides to work collaboratively to create a slideshow that you can play continuously at celebrations or parent events. Again, students create their own slide to contribute to one class presentation. Google Slides can also be a great way to compile student work into one presentation so that it's really easy to print. In this example, students worked in partners to create kindness posters that we were able to print and hang up around the school. One of my students' favorite ways to prepare for an assessment is to play Jeopardy as a review game. In this activity, students choose from a Jeopardy board. When they choose from a category and that dollar amount, you can click right in that box and click on the slide that will take you directly to that question to play Jeopardy. One of my favorite ways to use Google Slides is during social studies. We have really outdated social studies books, so I use a slides presentation to create content, quick checks, and even student activities that they can interact with. Because you're able to use multiple slides in this presentation, you can include multiple activities for your students all around one same theme. Google Slides is great for math as well. In this activity, each student gets their own presentation. They can click and drag shapes to sort them. They're able to use the shape tool right in Google Slides when talking about quadrilaterals. I love that they can insert real images directly from Google to also strengthen their math knowledge. I also like to use Google Slides as a way to stay organized and connected to my teaching partners. So this slides presentation is simply a place where we create quick checks for math, and we create them for each different topic, and we're actually going to print out these quick checks and give them to our students. So you can use Google Slides as a way just to create pages that you're also going to print. It's really easy because you can format the page with shapes and text. Now, those are just a few ways to use Google Slides in your classroom. Of course, there are so many other ways that you're probably already starting to think about. Students can create a book with each slide being a different page, and they can even create a table of contents where if they click on one of the headings, it'll take them right to the page that they've linked to. You, of course, could use them for reflection or science journals, digital yearbooks, or thank you cards. You, as the teacher, can even use it to guide your morning meeting time or even your activities throughout the day, detailing to students what they'll be working on at that time. So you could have a slide for morning meeting, a slide for reader's workshop, a slide for writer's workshop, and on each slide you have the goals for that day or maybe the task that students are expected to be working on at that time. That is all for this video. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please rate us on TPT. And if you have any teacher friends who you think would be interested in this course, please let them know where they can go to find it.